You are now tuned in to the Ms Rocki and Friends show live. So sit back and stay tuned. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know what time it is.
Boom shakalaka!
Yeah! Wake up the police! Have them come down. You need to be arrested. Just kidding. Get you out of here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're bringing you the good stuff from a North End perspective. We see the good, we share the good, and it's making us all look good. Right.
Oh,
Your turn.
my turn. All right. So today's guests are City of Waterloo employees Ellis
Yes.
and Dunn, who will share information with us about how the city runs.
Yeah, and what they'll be talking about their jobs. Welcome to Friday. You know what time it is. March 27, 2026. You've made it. You made it, Eric.
Finally.
Yes, finally. I've been working on you for a while, and you finally took me up on it. We got a shout out to our very special frequent viewers, brought to you by none other than Locke Funeral Services. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Serving you with integrity and compassion. Who are they, Eric?
Sure. They are Liz Cook, Patricia Harris, Johnny Jansen, Gwen Berry,
Yes.
Tim Moses, Gabriel Benson, Patricia Justice, and Bob Dorr.
Yeah, Bob Blues Band Door. And right off the top, here's your Friday motivation and today's talking point. And this is brought to you by Gallagher Blue Dorn Performing Arts Center, your center for the arts. And what is our talking point today, Eric?
Who are the woman or women who have been instrumental in who you've become?
Right, and we talked about a little bit of that in the pre-boom, and we're going to do it again. We'll ask our 4 o'clock guests all about those women that are important to them. If you haven't figured it out, I'm Rocki.
And I'm Eric, and this is the North End Update, the podcast you can see making us all look good.
That's right. Eric, honey, I'm so glad that you're here, just like I said before. And what made you decide to finally take me up on it?
You wore me down.
Did I? Okay. Okay. Well, you know, you've been letting us represent your services at Locke for over a year now. I think about maybe 2 years, and we really appreciate that. And this is kind of what it affords you. You get to talk about your family business, let us know what you do in real life, and hang out with us and be co-hosts.
You bet.
Yeah. So is it fun? You having fun?
Oh, it's a blast.
Okay.
It's a blast.
Okay. Tell our viewers what you've been up to this summer.
Oh, I'm waiting for summer.
All right. See? I can't get myself right today, but what have you been up to since I saw you lately?
Well, my youngest daughter likes to sled, so every chance we can, we go sledding and like to play outside and even when it's cold.
Right.
But maybe not as long as summertime.
Right, yeah. And you said that you were sledding one day and then you started raking leaves, or you had to put your shorts on.
Like last week. We
Right.
had we did it all last week.
Yeah, from one season to the next.
Yep.
Frequent viewers, if you're watching us right now, we're walking you into the future because this show will be aired next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Mediacom Channel 17. So if you're watching us on Mediacom right now, hi, future. Okay. Today, our Give It Air discussion will be
May Carol Jemison. She's out of this world.
Yes, and we have some pictures of her to show you coming up soon. That's the first black astronaut we'll be talking about. Newsflash, birthday people, be sure to stick around for your birthday song because, Eric, we've had you on the show before, and we know how you love that tenor part. And then we got Ed holding down the bass. And Lance, he's a tenor as well.
I'm hoping you can help me out, Lance.
Right. And Ella, you know, she comes from a singing family, so we're going to have a good time today. And we made them wait long enough. Let's introduce our guest, Eric.
Absolutely.
Open up the shot, Lori Dale. Yes, welcome. Yes, both of you. Yes. Now, talk about wearing folks out. I have been trying to get you on ever since your birthday party.
That's true.
Yes, and welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome. And Lance, welcome to you as well.
Thank you for having me.
You didn't have to go far. Neither one of you did, really.
No.
Right.
I really didn't have to go that far.
Right, coming
Some
down the
steps.
stairs. I'm glad you didn't bring the police with you because we get rowdy down here at City Hall Studio. All right, so we're going to break the ice with our talking point, and this is brought to you by Gallagher Blue Door Performing Arts Center, which reminds me that we have to have a drawing. You know, Step Africa is this weekend. Have you heard about that
No, I
show?
have not.
It's coming up, and some of our viewers have shared what woman is important to them in their life. And I think, we have a couple of comments. Let's read those. Do you want to read this one?
Sure, you
Eric?
bet. So A.J. Lesthoff said, my mom, she was only alive for 19 years of my life, but she made such an impact.
Yes. And Ty Rostek, read that one, will
Yep.
you?
My grandmother, Dolores Rostek, was the heart, the soul, and the glue of our family. When she passed, the family fractured. Traditions died, but the lessons, the advice, the just being there when I needed her, and the kindred spirit will live on through me.
Wow. And that one really touched me, being a grandmother. You know, when you
Right.
think about your grandson talking that way about you, it's really heartwarming. Yeah, and then we have one more.
From Joy Salas,
Yeah.
Marcia Jones, for her leadership, strength, grace, beauty. She set a high bar on what womanhood means.
I thought we only had one more. We got two more.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Read that one, Eric.
From Carmen Barker, my
Yeah.
daughter. My daughter made me who I am. I wanted to be the best version of myself so that she could be proud to call me mom.
That kind of hits home too, you know. I think that's kind of what I did for my children. I wanted to be the best version of me that I could be, you know, and still try to be, right?
Yep.
Lori, we have some comments.
Yes. So we have, did I say Janice Durham? She said hello earlier.
Yes.
And then Saviva's ragging on you. She says Rocky is not good with names.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, but Jamie was messing with me. I knew the right name.
Yeah. And then, no, I don't think you did. And then Deborah Johnson Ross says, thanks for the good information. So that must be from the earlier part of the show.
Okay.
And then, Shaviva says, good job, Eric. You're a natural.
Isn't he great? You're doing a great job.
Not bad for an
Y'all are
introvert.
having too much fun.
Yeah, and he got the memo. We even have the same colors
Matching,
on.
yeah.
It looks
And
good.
Shaviva says, hey, Ella.
Hey, Ella.
Hello.
Yes,
And
indeed.
then, and then Jamie Mangridge, I think she's protecting you. She says, she's all right.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's have our drawing right away so we can find out who's going to get the Step Africa. Okay, and I think I'm going to let you draw. Okay. Since you're so hard to get along with. Oh, look at where they get to go tonight. Who is it? Ella.
Rebecca, is it Cotner?
Rebecca. Rebecca.
K-A-U-T-E-N.
Yeah, Rebecca Cowton. Congratulations on winning your tickets to Step Africa tomorrow night. Hope you live close so we can deliver them. Thank you so much for that. Congratulations, Rebecca. Woo-wee. Yes, from Gallagher Blue Door. Okay, so now we're going to talk about who your favorite person was. Lance.
My favorite person or just my woman? Okay.
Yes. So who was the
Oh,
women or woman inspired you to become who you are today?
Okay. I have a lot of women that inspired me. I'll start with my mother since, you know, that's one of the obvious ones. My mother inspired me. Just her attitude and the way she is kind of rubbed off on me. I kind of act like her a little bit on certain things, so but she definitely influenced me as far as my thought process on things. And then just to piggyback on that, it was my grandmother, her mother, who spoiled me rotten. So that definitely had a big influence on me. I miss her to death, but yeah, that's definitely a big influence. And then my grandmother on my dad's side as well. She had more grandkids than my other grandmother, but she still gave me just as much attention as my other grandmother. So it was a lot of women. I have a host of aunts and
yes,
people.
you do.
Yeah,
right.
so it's just a lot of women in my life, and not to mention daughters as
right,
well.
That's right. They're
so
inspirations.
they influence me and inspire me as well. So I have 4 daughters, and so that's quite a bit of women in my life. So.
That's right. You got the estrogen covered.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I think his mother inspired his whole face. Right? He looks so much like his mom, I think. Don't you agree? Yeah. See, we know her. We're all the same age group, so that's a blessing. So, Ella, what about you? Who's a woman in your life that you want to give credit to today?
My mother. Yep, I always said I wanted to be just like her. She could fix anything, she could cook anything, and she was a real inspiration. And she always used to tell me, if I was worried about something, she said, don't worry about the things you can't change, only worry about the things you can. So it's things like that that I keep, going back to as I get older and things go on. So, yep, it was my mother.
Yes, and I love the way you've honored her as a matriarch. I've seen a couple of photos of you celebrating with your mom, and it's great to express that publicly, because moms are so special.
They are.
Right. All right, we have comments. Then I got to ask you about your people, Eric, because this is a whole new show. So we do 2 shows, and sometimes people are like, I just told you that. Okay, Lori.
So Kelly Dowd McCarthy says, hi, North End Update.
Hey, Kelly.
Hello.
Thank you for watching. Yes. And so, Eric, now we get to talk about your people. What women or woman, do you have one at the top of the list that you wanted to shout out?
Well, the top of the list would have to be my mom, but also my grandmas, both on my dad's side and my mom's side, were very instrumental in who I am. My sister, growing up, maybe we didn't always see eye to eye, but certainly as we've gotten older, she's my best friend. So
right,
and piggyback off of Lance with 2 daughters, it certainly stretches you to be a better man and be a good father.
Oh, right. Yeah. And your sister, was she older or younger?
She's younger.
Oh, so you probably used to beat her outside the head, and that's why y'all didn't get along so well.
We didn't get along at all.
Oh, you didn't get along at all. Okay. Well, I tell you. And what about you? Who is inspirational to you? What women?
Well, obviously my mother is one, and then obviously I wasn't raised by her, but my mother-in-law, when I met her, she just welcomed me into the family and just did everything. It just was there for me when I joined the family. So.
Oh yeah, that's very welcoming. Makes you feel real welcome, and she probably nurtured you right along like you were a son. Yeah, great. Well, for me, I was a neighborhood kind of kid. My daddy used to have all the women in the neighborhood take care of me. So I'm going to give credit to all of them. And I think if anybody's watched before, Mrs. Berry that lived down the street from me used to really take a special care of me and getting my hair done, making sure I didn't look like who did it and what for, and tell them don't do it again. So yeah, the neighborhood women, all of them, and my Aunt Anna Mae really took special care in me as well. So yeah, so ending Women's History Month, we wanted to make sure that we called out all the women in our lives and let them know how important they are. So now we're going to talk, we got to learn some Black history now, because that's what North End Update does. This woman didn't live on the North End, but why don't you tell us about May Carol Jemison, Eric, will you?
Yep, so there we go.
Yeah.
She's an engineer, physician, and former NASA astronaut. In fact, the first African-American woman to travel into space when she served as a mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1992. She spent nearly 8 days in space on that mission. Born in Alabama and raised in Chicago, she graduated from Stanford University with degrees in chemical engineering, African American studies. She then earned her medical degree from Cornell University.
Wow. Jemison was a doctor for the Peace Corps and served as a general practitioner in Liberia and Sierra Leone from 1983 until 1985. She knew from a young age that she wanted to study science and someday go into space. And she left NASA in 1993 and founded a technology research company. Jemison also wrote several books for children, and in an instance where art imitates life, she appeared in a 1993 episode of Star Trek, The Next Generation. Mae Jemison holds several honorary doctorates and has been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame and the International Space Hall of Fame. Thank you for lending an ear. We just wanted to give that a little air. So yeah, this woman wanted to go into space, and she was inspired to do so and did it.
Wow.
Achieved a lot.
I'm telling you, that's right. Well, thank you all for listening to Mae Jemison's story. Okay, Ella, here we go. You ready? This is what you came here for. Ella, thank you again for being here.
Yeah.
And congratulations on how many years?
40.
40 years.
Yep.
That's kind of a big number.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's laughing. How many years do you have with the city?
I don't have quite 40.
Not 40, no
I'm,
way.
I'm around 9.
9, okay. You're underclassmen.
Yep, yep.
She's ready to graduate one day. Or maybe not, because nowadays we work as long as we want to.
No, I'm going to graduate.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, I'm going to graduate.
Okay. So listen, tell us what do you attribute your 40 years to? I mean, it's almost like a routine. You get yourself in that mode, and you get up and go to work, and
Well, you have to, self-motivation, you have
Yeah.
to, put your effort in there. It's a lot of times where you don't want to get up and go to work, or you think you can go and find a different job and things like that. I mean, I think after 7 years, I had my resignation letter under
Is
my
that
bladder.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I always used to take it out and look at it. And then, but, I had children to raise and responsibilities, and that was a good job, so you just, stick and stay.
Right. And it is a challenge. I know what you're talking about
Yeah.
because I had a few years in, and I thought, is this what I'm going to end up doing, for a while? But so what do you think what was the most challenging parts of your job? I mean, have you done different jobs with the city?
Well, I was in the city clerk and finance department for 30 years. My goal was to advance, which was not easy, and I didn't advance until actually my 30th year in 2015, and then I went to the City of Waterloo Public Works Sanitation Department.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm retiring from July 31st.
Oh, this year.
Yes,
Oh,
yep.
girl, we got to have a party. Another party. And I really enjoyed your birthday party. Do you
Thank you.
remember when you accidentally threw some birthday money in the
Yes,
car?
I do.
And I was like, go on and get it. I'm not, ain't nobody looking at you digging in the garbage. It was fun being at your party. And, I know you do a lot more than work for the city. Talk about what else keeps you busy.
Oh, well, my grandkids keep me
Yes.
busy, and through different times of my life, I was a bar owner, so I had been in the bar business, which I enjoy. So maybe I'll look into that when I get ready to retire. It just kind of depends.
Okay. Well, great. Well, it's always been a pleasure to know you. I remember you walking to Logan with me and stuff, and your whole family. Of course, we're old Waterloo families, so it's always great to see you. I just wanted to ask, what do you plan on doing after retirement?
Oh,
In July already. I didn't know it was coming up like
it's
that.
coming up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just want to find something to keep my mind focused. I don't want to wake up and say, "Oh, what day is it?" every day. I want to,
Like me.
right. I want to keep my mind sharp and be involved in things. So it's just trying to find that right little niche to get involved in.
Yes. So, do you ever call the city Public Works Department? Was it Public Works Department?
Yep.
Is that? Do you ever call them, like, if you're a garbage can or something? What do you call them
Sometimes.
for?
What do they call us for?
Yeah.
They call
What kind
us
of things
for-
should they call you for?
Oh, well, basically just about anything, but they call us for the missed garbages, they call us for other things in the city, because a lot of times they don't know if they have the right department or not. So we get all types of calls, but it's mostly what we do in the public works building is that we have the street department, we have traffic, we have sanitation, we have animal control, and just recently we got code enforcement over into our building.
A lot.
Yep. So we have
That's a lot.
those in there. Yep. But yeah, we do the garbage, and we do the yard waste pickup. The recycling is outsourced to Republic Services, so that's a third-party company that we do business with. But basically, we just maintain those areas in the residential area for the citizens.
Okay, nice. Now, they don't send you out for catching pets and none of that.
No, I don't do anything with animal control. Nope.
Animal control.
But I have been on the back of a garbage truck.
Oh, you have?
I have been back on the garbage truck, and I have delivered carts to residents. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And what do you think about those kind of jobs? And you
Oh.
see what the work is there.
The garbage truck, not so much, except they have the side loaders now that do the automation.
Oh, right.
And the rear loaders, when you have to actually go to the up and get the can and bring it back. Yeah, that's not good.
Okay. No, right. That's not what the kind of job you want.
Yeah, no, I don't want that job.
Yeah, right. Well, thank you. I think they got the right person in the right place because, yeah, you know what to tell everybody when they call, right?
Yes.
Nice, in a nice way.
Of course.
Because if it was me, I'd be like,
Yes.
Thank you, Lori. All right, thank you, Ella. Yes, indeed. So, what do you got for Lance?
Lance, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm born and raised in Waterloo. Been working for the City of Waterloo since 2017, so about 9 years as the Human Resources Director.
Okay.
So I've been doing human resources for 30 plus years, so I have quite a bit of experience in human resources. So just doing that, raising my family, married, and just trying to take it one day at a time.
What do you like about working for the city?
The city in HR, human resources, it's different every day. It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So I like the unpredictability of it sometimes.
Like
not
what kind
not
of-
all the times. Well,
What
because we have to handle unexpected issues that come up.
Okay.
And as you know, just as like in life, unexpected situations happen. Someone may have a write-up, or you never know, or someone.
A grievance.
Grievances,
all that comes through
or someone may not like something what somebody does. So we pretty much handle the stuff people don't want to deal with a lot of times, but that's part of it. Life is going to give you those things. So we deal with those things, but we also deal with the fun things as well. So there's give and take. We do a lot of extracurricular things with vendors, and we may have a food vendor out in the parking lot. We do events and contests and things of that nature. So we hit every gamut for the city.
Okay. So do you ever have to act as a mediator, like if two people are arguing and you're like, okay, now you said this, but you shouldn't have said that?
Yeah, that comes into play. A lot of times what we try to do is have our policies and procedures in place, and if someone violates that policy or procedure, we try to make sure that we help them understand that this is what you violated and this is what you should do or what you shouldn't do, things of that nature. So it sounds pretty basic, but a lot of times when emotions are involved, it's not basic.
I bet.
So we have to kind of do those things and kind of bring it back into the place where it's supposed to be.
Okay, well, Lance, I have to just, I never really knew you could handle people like that, but you're just so even-toned. Every time I've seen him, he's always been kind of just like even-toned and very cheerful and kind.
Probably because I do that all day long.
Okay, but you go home and you
So I go
probably
home,
lose your
I
temper.
want to unwind and just not say anything because I've been talking all day.
Okay,
Nope.
got it. Lori, I believe we have some comments.
We do. Chanel Berry says, "Hey, cousin Lance."
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. And then she also says, "Hello, elegant."
Elegant.
Yep, that's
I
what
love
we
that.
call her. Congratulations on your retirement.
Yes,
Oh,
your
thank you, yeah.
upcoming retirement. That's another party to have. I
Yeah.
love it. Yes. And we are just real happy to learn that they have you in that spot, Lance, because I can already tell. You almost remind me of. Do you know Corey James Johnson? You know how Mellow and
Even
even,
keeled.
yeah, even keeled, never mad, never sad, just nice. I love it. More comments, Lori.
Yes, thank you. So Tracy Lovelace Hill says, good evening, and also great information today.
Oh, good. Thank you, Tracy. When you gonna come on the show?
Exactly.
Right?
Good question. Very good
love it.
question.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to hit her up again. I hope you ain't as hard as she was. Okay. Well, Eric, it's time to greet our birthday people, I believe.
You bet.
And it's brought to you. Go ahead.
Okay, brought to you by Waterloo Fiber, high-speed local fiber internet service in Waterloo.
That's right. And we're gonna go who we have. We got lots of great birthday people.
Absolutely.
And then I want you to, while we're reading these names off, you kind of go like that because we're gonna be singing it. Oh, he said. But you know what? Really, this is a question to our viewers. I'm gonna ask you, Eric. Do you think that this should be a good part of our show? Where
Absolutely.
Okay,
What
you
a
don't
great
think-
way to end the show.
Okay,
End the week,
thank-
end the show on a high note.
I love it. See, so don't y'all start complaining when it's time to sing. Okay, that's all I'm asking. Who do we have?
You bet. So happy birthday this week to Glenda Mabry,
Yes, Glenda.
Mendor Smith, Andra
All right.
Bradford,
Yes,
Shirley Ann Smith-Burt, Ashley Shavers,
yes.
Van Esther Tally Gardner, and also to Shelley Carey.
Lance
And
Dunn.
Lance Dunn.
Catherine Ferguson,
No, it's not my
my
birthday.
daughter-in-law. Yeah, when is your birthday?
My birthday's in September the 2nd.
Well, we're early.
This is your
Just a
son,
Nope, his is in August.
Shaviva. Tell Shaviva, why she
messing
put
with you
Lance
guys.
Dunn? She messing with us like Jamie was a while ago.
I know, right?
Catherine Ferguson, my daughter-in-law, Tim Cooper, Dennis Williams, and Audrey Wallach and Green. Now, I don't know if anybody really having a birthday since Lance is on there, all of them.
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to my son, Marek Shavers. His birthday today, too.
Okay, what's his name?
Marek.
Marek? Marek Shavers. Happy birthday today.
Yes.
Okay, so our birthday goes from last Wednesday to this Wednesday, and you ain't even in there.
No, I got a ways. I got about 6 months to go.
I know, right? She trying to make you older, Lance, than you really are. I don't
6
know.
months of birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to sing to you anyway.
Okay.
Okay, here's my solo. I'm going to put my heart into it, too, because Lance's birthday. I'm sure you would agree. It wouldn't fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Woo! I am so impressed. Everybody was carrying their weight. Ella, we sounded like a celestial choir. Me and you over here, and then y'all was holding it down. Oh, it was nice. Eric,
It was. I
thank
think
you.
Ed turned the lights off.
Ed, oh, is that why? Maybe it was Ed in the background.
Yeah. He wasn't singing at all.
He was dancing. I saw them feet shuffling over there. Okay, well, get ready for our upcoming shows where guests from our community will be featured. You never know who you might see. We have some upcoming co-hosts and guests that include L.A. Jefferson.
All right.
And
Woo.
yes, and some other people. So we just want you to look forward to our upcoming shows. And the longer we live,
The more we learn.
the more we learn. Brought to you by,
Locke Funeral Services.
what do they do?
Serve with integrity and compassion.
They do. Every time your heart beats or not. Ella,
Maybe
did I say
pass on
that?
that one.
We'll pass on that one. That ain't no integrity, Lance. Okay. I've learned that standing alone is better than standing with people who don't value you. Okay, Lance, and what have you learned?
I've learned that worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles, it takes away today's peace.
That's right. That's something you just said, I think, right? That's Ella's quote. Okay. All right. Well, until next week, keep doing more of what makes you awesome, because
It makes us all look good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching.